Hey guys, it's me Rap. I'm a nursing student and this is my monthly progress to becoming a registered nurse. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the classes I took, my experiences and how I did with them, what am I doing now because I'm not in school, I'm in break, and also my future plans and goals. Last semester I took 3 classes. It was Bio 102, Microbiology, and also Nursing 101. Bio 102, so this is the book that we used. Bio 102 is just basically anatomy and physiology. It's just a continuation from anatomy and physiology 1, A&P 1. It's pretty easy to understand, straight up memorization. I still have to read the book. I always read the book. It doesn't matter who the professor is. We went over blood composition, cardiovascular system, the lymphatic system, urinary system, and also the male and female reproductive system. I like the professor. In some ways I don't. There's always pros and cons with everybody, but this professor I could not concentrate at all. I think partly because it was the last class of the day. Last semester I was taking 3 classes and I took them all in one day on Wednesdays. This class took at night at 6 p.m. By that time I'm like so freaking tired. I slept in class, but I still got an A. I had to read the book, and that's the only way that I understood what was going on in the class, was to read the book. And that's how I learned best, was to read the book. It doesn't matter who my professor is, it doesn't matter if I had a good professor or a bad professor, I still had to read the book. I like this class, it was pretty easy. So the next class that we're talking about is microbiology. This was by far the easiest. Partly because it's in the morning. I had this class at 8:30. In the morning, I noticed that my mind is most alert because it was a good class, partly because I had a good professor. My professor gave good presentation. He gave handouts, which I have here, and also he gave lots of practice questions, which were very helpful. But whether I had a good professor or not, I still read the book. And that's how I was able to get hundreds for my tests and quizzes, and also practice questions. I keep telling my classmates, man, dude, the questions that he had on the quizzes and the exams, he took it straight from the freaking book, man. I can tell him, dude, read the freaking book. And some of them aren't. So, but what I did was, I read the question, and of all the choices, if I did not understand a single choice, whether it was wrong or not, I had to go back in the text just for me to understand why that is not the right answer. So that's how I study, because microbiology is lots of freaking microorganisms. We went over viruses, bacteria, we went over worms. It's lots of memorization, lots of microorganisms. It's like hundreds of them. But the class got interesting as we went over the infections of each body system. So that was good. In the end, with my studying habits, I got an A. It's pretty easy. So, the hardest class, Nursing 101. This is the book that we use. This thing is thick. And the text, first thing I noticed when I got this book was how little the texts are. My gosh, look at this. I don't know if you can see, but these are so little text. Like the font is so small. One page, it takes me like 5 to 10 minutes each. Yes, I time myself because that's how I'm able to read each chapter twice. And again, that's how I'm able to learn. I learn by reading the best. This class, I think, was the hardest, partly because if you don't pass this class, if you don't pass Nursing 101, you're pretty much out of the program. There's no retake. If you got a 76.5, you're done. So everybody was stressing over this. I was certainly am. Usually when people tell me not to take classes with this class, I listen to them. I understand them, but their challenges are not my challenges. They told me not to take microbiology and nursing, but I did it. Microbiology was easy. Other people would tell it was hard, but it was easy for me. But this, when people told me it was hard, let me tell you, when they say it's hard, this subject, this class was hard. But I had a good professor. She's the dean of the nursing department. Something happened. That's why she's teaching. She knows her stuff. I like her teaching. She used various teaching methods. Like we had group discussions. She would ask questions that require group effort. We had class group presentation like every other week or so. It was good. This class is actually the most interesting out of all of the classes, but it's also one of the hardest. Just because it's interesting, it doesn't necessarily translate to having an easy class. The content is easy to understand, but man, each chapter will take me at least an hour and a half. I'm a slow reader. If I try to read fast, I don't comprehend it. I don't retain all the information right away. That's just how I am. I'm just a slow reader, man. But I just do it anyway. The test, completely different thing. The tests were NCLEX style questions. I struggled with this, but I had to adapt to the language. I had to learn how to analyze a question and what exactly they're looking for, because you have to learn how to take out all the crap, all the fluff, just basically focus on what they're looking for. And there's some keywords that you gotta look for. And one of the things that I learned, to trust your gut. If you don't know the answer, trust your gut. And do not overthink. Do not overthink. Yes, because like I said, pretty easy to understand, but sometimes the answers, choices, it's like comparing which orange is more. Wait, give me 1 second. Okay, you see these? So these are your choices. Which one of these mangoes is the best answer? Which one of these mangoes is the most tasteful for the client? It's like, what the fuck? They look almost exactly the same, but only one answer is the correct answer, and you find that out through keywords. I learned this the hard way. I would overthink a question and the answers, and when we went over the test, I noticed that my gut reaction was the right answer, but I didn't pick it because I overthought. Dude, like, whatever you think the answer is, just pick that one and that's it. Just move on to the next question. Bottom line is, when you're having a hard time with an NCLEX question, with a question, trust your gut. Do not change your answer. Most likely that is the right answer. With this class, I thought I was gonna get a B+, but it's just hard. But I got an A. I got an A. So surprised for this, and I'm so grateful. I'm so happy and grateful for that. So that's that. What am I doing now? I have 3 weeks vacation. So right now I've been working 60+ hours a week because I ran out of money this semester. My mom stopped helping me, which frustrating and disappointing. For the last 2 months, I've been paying half of my tuition out of my pocket. My dad is still helping. And for next semester, I'm gonna have to take loans. That's how it is, man. I mean, that's how most my classmates are doing it, so why can't I? So yeah, I've been working 60+ hours, and to be honest, I kind of missed working. I kind of miss that fast-paced environment working dialysis. I used to dread coming to work even with 40 hours, but with overtime, like 63 hours per week, like I just do it, man. Like even though I would get like 3 to 4 or 5 hours of sleep, I just do it. I just get up because I just know I need it. It's like, yo, suck up, F your feeling, let's go to work, dude, make it happen. For this 3 weeks, I initially wanted to shadow some doctors because I've told you that I wanted to become a doctor. So, I don't think that's happening. I don't think I'm gonna be shadowing any doctors because I decided that working first to get that money is more important. I actually asked one of the nephrologists at my work, and she told me that working as a dialysis patient care technician suffices for my clinical hours. So I guess that's good to hear, but I still definitely would like to get some shadowing hours. I will also visit my high school friend. I promised him that I'll visit him one day. We're gonna play some music. I already set that up. I already told my boss that I won't be coming this weekend. I'll be coming to Boston, and we're gonna be playing some music, man. We're gonna jam. We're gonna have a good time. I'm also reading this book, How to Be a Boss by Lily Singh. I just started it like 2 days ago. It's pretty good so far. It's pretty easy read. She gives some good advice, some good tips. I like it so far. I wish I finished this book by the end of the vacation. I still got 2 weeks left from vacation. So what are my plans and goals? Again, I want to become a physician. So I actually consider myself as a freshman in college. So that means that I'll keep getting straight A's. I want to be valedictorian. I want to speak at graduation, and I know that my grades now will affect my application as a medical student. So this is just want to show my transcript. This is unofficial, but it's good enough, right? I never even thought it was possible for anybody to get a 4.0 GPA, but I've been doing it, man. For next semester, I will take Nursing 102, Nursing Assessment, nursing research, and also pharmacology and clinicals. I'll be doing clinicals. I'll be actually doing nursing stuff. I'll be wiping people's butt. Nursing home. I know that sounds funny, but I'm excited for that stuff. Oh, I'll also want to make videos consistently once a week, even when school starts. During when semester starts, I'm gonna be working 18-hour shifts once a week, every single Saturday. I think I can do that. I will take loans. I don't like to, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I wanna be a ER physician. I wanna be fucking successful. That's it. Okay. Thank you so much. It's like 1 o'clock in the freaking morning. And if I don't do this now, if I did not do this now, it will never get done. I've worked 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. at night every single day of this week. Because I need that money. And so I wish that you would subscribe, and I will give tips on how I got an A in each of these classes. Okay? So see you soon. Thank you for watching. Touch that subscribe button right now.